Hey guys, good evening. Coach Kim here from KimberlyBroom.com. Switching things up. I usually come live to you guys in the morning, and I'm doing it tonight. Did you think I forgot about you? Did you think I missed my day 8? I didn't. So I had to be out of the house early this morning, earlier than normal. Now, you guys know I'm a morning person anyhow, but to be out and about ready for my day early, that's a little bit of a challenge for me. I have to work at that and manage my time. So good evening. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Back on the mindset train because I've been getting a lot of messages from you folks saying, oh my God, I love that. More of that, please. That's what I needed to hear. So I'm going to kind of stick with that. So, hey, as you're jumping on, say, hey, Diane, appreciate you tuning in. Love that. Thanks for the likes and the hearts. I love it. So yeah, guys, as you're jumping on, say hello to me. Let me know you're here. Hey, Joe, how are you guys? What's new? Let me know what you're up to tonight. So while you're doing that, for those of you who are catching the replay, just type in the number 2. Let me know you hit the replay. That helps me out with tracking. But for tonight, this morning, and I just did my workout tonight, so everything is reversed for me. Now, let me digress for a minute before I get into my main topic. Knowing your energy levels. So for me, I know I am so much more productive in the morning. I have all the energy in the world, so I like to get up a little bit earlier to get all my things done. So that is when my brain is creative and I'm open and I can create content, and I like to get my workouts in, and I even like to cook in the morning, as opposed to nighttime. So I like to cram everything in early into my day, and so by the end of the day, I am usually junk. So that's why I like to do my Facebook Lives in the morning, because that's when my energy's there, and that's when my everything's firing and my thoughts are coming to me, and I can articulate my message clearly. So tonight I just did a workout, so I think that's going to help me because I've got my blood pumping. So I just finished my workout. I have a call with a client in a little bit, so I figured it was a great time to come on live and say hello. So this morning, rather than, taking extra time before I headed out for my appointment and doing my Facebook Live this morning, I chose to spend a little bit more time reading and studying because I just love to do that first thing in the morning. It really sets my day up. It really helps to keep me going. Just with living with intention, and getting my mind right first thing in the morning before, the TV's on, before the noise, the house is quiet. I just get to enjoy my coffee and do my reading. And I this morning I read something. It was so awesome. It was actually a post from someone who is a leader in my organization, and it was fabulous. So he was quoting Jim Rohn. And what he was saying, and I actually had to print it out so I would get it right. But some of the highlights are, it's about success, right? In business success, but I think it can apply to all areas of your life. So success is not a doing process. It's a becoming process, right? So what you do, what you pursue will elude you like chasing butterflies. So when you're chasing that success, when that's all you're thinking about, that's when, things are not going to go your way. It's really a process of becoming, right? So success is something you attract by who you become. And for things to change, you have to change. And when you change, everything will get better for you. I love that. And he went on to say, if you want to succeed in your network marketing business, you really have to dedicate yourself to continuous personal development. And I have to say that is one of the best things that I have been introduced to through network marketing is the personal development. It's nothing that I learned in school, in college, even on the I was about to say even on the job, but that is not actually true. I did have one of my corporate roles way back when. I did have a great mentor who used to make great reading recommendations to me. So But it's not often, I'll tell you. I've had a lot of jobs over my lifetime, and it's not often that you're encouraged more in that personal development, or at least that I've seen. So with network marketing, it really, that's one of the best things about it, and it's really how much I've grown in it. So I'm a big believer in investing in myself, investing time into feeding my mind, right? So on another note, I was reading something else, and it's tied in so perfectly. So from a book, this gal was saying, you can have all the skill in the world, but if your mindset stinks, then your personal life and your business life is going to stink too. You've got to work on your mind first before you even think about working on your skill set. So I love that. So tell me, guys, what kind of books do you read for personal development? Or maybe it's not even books. Maybe it's podcasts, or maybe it's radio stations or whatnot. Like, do you guys agree with that philosophy? What do you do? Because I had another gal who messaged me, who asked me, when I was asking for topics, she said, I would love to, love for you to share some of your books. So I have a whole library. I will definitely be sharing some books with you in my future topics. But let me know what you guys enjoy reading. I would love to hear that, because I'm always looking to expand my library. I usually have several books going at one time, because for different topics, for business, for personal development, maybe for weight loss. I'm always reading, trying to hone my skills there. So there's a lot going on. So let me just read the comments real quick. So Diane, you're just chilling after a busy day. Hey, Canella, how are you? Jeannie Yacino. Jim Rohn. Yeah, Jim Rohn is awesome, Diane. He really is. I need to go get some more of his books. Katie, girl, how are you? Katie, you must read personal development. Do you? Tell me what you read. What podcasts do you listen to? Or leaders on YouTube, right? I will look up a YouTube video and play it on my way to work, right? Or something from my organization, where there's always trainings going on in the company that I work with. There's various trainings which are always great mindset, right? They just kind of keep you direction, keep you focused. And another point I wanted to make on this whole mindset, skill set, developing yourself, is a concept of be, do, have, right? So I think a lot of us get it wrong. We think we get it backwards, right? They look at it, might look at it like we need to have to be and then to do, right? So it's like I must have this thing so that I can do this and then become that. Do you know what I mean? So I need to have this extra time so that I can work out so that I can be healthy. When actually you need to make the time, right? So you need to be that person who's going to be disciplined and do the activity and make the time so that you can have that great physique or that health that you're looking for. I don't know. Hope that makes sense. Who else is jumping on here? I'm going to scroll up for a little bit. Good idea to listen to YouTube on the road. Yeah, because I love to listen to things from my phone. So if I can find something real quick and just turn it on and then, listen to it for half an hour or whatnot, it's just awesome. I can rotate it. I'll listen to Facebook Lives, David Crank, some leaders from different organizations. It's all good stuff. I'm always feeding my mind, and I really like to set aside that time in the morning to do that. It's almost like I will put off my workouts in order to get my reading time and my quiet time, because it's when I'm most creative. I'll tell you what, by the end of the day, I just come home. Like tonight when I walked in, I could have just zoned out. I could have just sat down on the couch and just been mind numb. Really, that's how I felt. But the workout got the juices going again. But on a normal day, when my workout's done in the morning, I'm kind of mentally spent by the end of the day, probably because I cram so much in. And today, oh my God. So this morning I had a dentist appointment. So that, always fun. I mean, there was no pain, but why is it so stressful, right? I walked out of there and it's like I had no color left in my face. I felt like I had, all my makeup was smeared because I was scrunching my eyes so tight. Oh my gosh, it was awful. It's very stressful. So, anyhow, guys, now I feel like I've digressed. Now I'm just chit-chatting with everyone. Hey, Kathy Whitney. That's what you're doing? Oh, you're listening to me. Oh, thank you, girl. Diane, David Crank, he's a pastor. Pastor Crank, Pastor David Crank. You can find him on Facebook. He's got a lot of great lives. Or you can download the Faith Church app, and they've got the sermons you can listen to. He's actually quite funny. He's kind of I think he's more serious on his Facebook lives, but on his sermons on the app, he's very funny. He's a very funny guy, but very uplifting, very motivating. Really like him. Awesome, great. Who else? I'm scrolling through to see if I missed anyone. All right, guys. So your call to action tonight is tell me who you guys listen to, right? So how are you investing in yourself, in your mindset? How are you working to develop your skills? Like, is there an area that you're currently working on? Like, so maybe you're in a marketing or a sales role. Do you read books on developing your sales techniques? Do you study health and science? Do you study business techniques or like maybe digital marketing techniques? You know, like what's the latest and greatest with Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, because they're always changing, right? That's hard to keep up with. So how do you invest your time? Is it podcasts? Is it YouTube? Is it books? And let me know specifics so I can add them to my library too. So down the road, I'll be sharing some more books from you. If you guys want to join me over at Coach Kim's Corner, I give a lot of tips over there. I do a lot of like sporadic Facebook Lives, which is a more... I open up a little bit more because it's like my private group. So if you want to head over there, I would love to have you. It's a free group. So go ahead. I'll post the link in the comments so you can see that. Joe, so Joe, you know Pastor Crank, right? Yeah, great sermons. Guys, I so appreciate you being on tonight. This is great. Maybe I should do lives at night more often. In the morning, it's just me talking to a few of you because everyone's busy in the morning. But I know you all catch the replay. I see that, and I appreciate it. I get the messages. I love the likes. This is awesome. Who else is on with us? Who else? Who's watching? Not saying hey. So Facebook is asking me to tag somebody in my video, which I find weird. I don't know why it wants me to tag Tammy Tessier, but it does. It's prompting me. But I won't, Tammy. Don't worry. All right, guys. I have to get ready for a client call. I am Coach Kim from KimberlyBroom.com. Join me over at Coach Kim's Corner for more little tidbits. We share recipes. We share motivations. I do challenges. And coming up on December, I think we're due for another challenge. I don't know. What do you guys think? A little challenge to avoid the holiday weight gain? I don't know. Thinking something's up. All right, let me see. One more. Kathy, I go outside the box. Find classes at Worcester Art Crafts. Nice. So you tap into the artistic side. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. That's great. That's great. For me, it's the reading. It's more so like a hard book, not even electronic. I would much rather like read a book so I can like mark it up and highlight it and make notes. I'm very like pen to paper. Even calendar, I'm old school. Like my electronic calendar, it's painful for me to use it. Like I always go back to my paper book. I love pen to paper. I can walk into Staples and it's like journals and notebooks. I get all excited. It's almost like walking into a store with wine. Like I like wine and shoes. Those three things. It's like paper products, wine, and shoes. I could kind of go crazy over. I used to want to be a teacher when I was a kid. Maybe that's why the paper comes in. Ron Daring, afternoon. So where are you logging in from? It's evening on the East Coast. It's about 7:20 here. Going back to old school on my planner. I'm totally old school with my planner. I don't know what it is. Pen to paper. I seem to like muddle around and I open the wrong apps when I'm trying to use my calendar on the fly on my phone. But yet your phone's always with you. You know, it's so convenient. Joe, did you get that new Panda planner? I was looking at that. I don't know. I need the weekly summary. You're in North Idaho. Well, thanks for joining, Ron. I appreciate that. I don't think I've ever seen you on any of my lives before. Thanks for tuning in. You're a retired techie, so it's hard to go back. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, all right, guys. I have to get ready for my call. I'm going to log off. I appreciate you being on here. Join me over at Coach Kim's Corner, and we will chat some more. And I will see you tomorrow for day 9 of my video challenge. All right. Have a good night. Bye.